Game 4 coming up from Whataburger Field here in Corpus Christi. Hopefully, if the rain will hold off. Riders going for the series win, leading the series 2-1, coming up at 2:05. It's time for Riders on Deck. I'm Ryan Rillard alongside Nathan Barnett. And Nathan, a tough one last night for the Riders. They got 2 early runs on the Ryan Cordell home run. Couldn't score the rest of the way. An unearned run in the 5th proves costly, and they fall 3-2, but a chance for them to bounce back here today.
Yeah, manager Joe Mikulik is a fundamental type manager, so I know last night's loss was a tough one, but he's encouraged by the way the team is playing right now. Really convincing, resounding wins the first 2 games of the series, and they were in that game all the way until the end last night, and like you said, still a chance to win the series with a win today.
They faced some adversity trying to overcome that. Now they have some other adversity to face with some tough news coming out today. Luis Marte, who we saw go down last night, injured on a swing last night. He's on the 7-day DL today, and that's tough news for the Riders with how well he's been playing.
Yeah, he's got a fractured hand, a fractured finger in his throwing hand. Don't know how long he'll be out, but that kind of thing, really, really tough. And you could see last night the kind of pain that he was in. It looked bad, and sure enough, it is not good news for Luis Marte. And he's been such a big part of this team, not only defensively, where we knew he'd be an impact, but offensively. He's been one of the biggest sluggers on this team in the bottom of the lineup. So the loss of him is tough, but if there is a position that the RoughRiders can manage to have a little bit of adversity with, it's at the shortstop spot, where they have a ton of guys that have played there already. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa has played there before. Luis Mendez has played there before. We saw Alberto Trianfel play there already this year. So they've got depth at that position, but no one's quite like Marte at short.
One of the better gloves you'll see with this ball club. And meanwhile, it's not just shortstop where we'll see some new faces today. On the mound, we're going to see a new starter. Reed Garrett gets his first nod in Double-A. Now, he started plenty of times before, but spot start for him today, and we'll see how well he performs. But if it's like the bullpen, it should be pretty good.
Yeah, Jose Leclerc moving from the rotation to the bullpen, vacating that spot. Richelson Pena was supposed to slide in, but he is with his mother, who's ill right now, on the temporary inactive list. So instead, we see Reed Garrett, who, as you mentioned, has been great out of the pen. 7 1/3 shutout innings to start the year, and a guy that has starter experience. Don't know how long he'll go, maybe 60, 70 pitches today, but a guy who can mix his pitches well and has been throwing a ton of strikes here in the early going.
Well, the tarp just went on behind us. Hopefully it's not on too much longer. Again, we're shooting for a 2:05 first pitch here in Game 4 from Whataburger Field. Riders going for their first series win over the Hooks since last July when they took 3 out of 4 games against Corpus Christi. That'll do it for Riders on Deck. For Nathan Barnett, I'm Ryan Rillard. Hope you can join us for today's action.